What's up, everybody? You know, insects are not the only creature with stingers. You and I can be as well. Stick around. I just wanted to take a moment to greet everyone and wish you all a happy new year. I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I want to welcome new visitors as well. On my channel, I talk about a lot of different things. I am a lover of slingshots, a lover of knives, axes, tomahawks, archery, shepherd slinging, shooting, all of those things. I like to talk about these different things. I like to review different products that I like to purchase and use. This video is going to be all about knives and everyday carry knives in particular. I review a lot of knives on my channel. If I purchase a new knife, I will do a video about it and I'll talk about it. I'll kind of tell you all why I purchased it, what my intended use for it is. And in this video, I'm excited about this new knife that I bought from Amazon. I just got it for 28 bucks. A good friend of mine is a knife collector. He spends a pretty good penny on his blades. He follows a lot of, knife makers on Instagram, and he'll shoot me pictures of blades that he's bought. Some of these things are, 200 plus bucks. That's a little high for me. For a knife purchase, even though I know, in life you often get what you pay for. To me, it just comes down to what you intend on doing with it after you get it. Recently, my friend shared with me a knife that he had purchased from a knife maker on Instagram, and this blade is really cool. It was called the Stinger. I believe that was the name of the knife that he had bought. It's a long, pointy, dangerous, scary looking thing. A massive stinger is what it was. It had a sharp blade as well, but its primary intended use was, stabbing, stinging. I looked at it, I was very intrigued. I was like, I would love to add something like that just to my everyday carry arsenal, because I get in a mood for something different all the time. There'll be some days I'm like, I want to carry this blade one day. I may carry it's just something I do for fun. It's just something I like doing. Is whatever mood I'm in. I don't have one everyday carry. It's just I love my knives, and every now and then I like to go to my collection and say, any, many, money, mo, okay, you're going with me today. So I thought, man, I'd love to have a Stinger for my collection. But I went out and looked at the price, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't pay $200 plus for a blade that I will keep sheathed, that I will not use for utility purposes. To put it plainly, a blade I hope to never use. It's just cool to have. It's just effective. It's an effective blade. If it had to be used, it would be effective. But I never intend to use it, so I can't pay that much money for it just to have something to admire. I want something that can do the same thing. So what did I do? I went out to Amazon and started looking for the cheaper option. And I found the cheaper option, and I want to show it to you. Now, before I go any further, if you're one of those who loves to pay, a lot for a really good knife, man, no disrespect to you. I think that's cool if you've got the budget and the wallet for it. I'm not hurting by no means. I'm just not at a place in life where I will, by default, go to the more expensive option. I wanted to lay that out there, man. I just like to show respect to everybody, regardless of your perspective on that. I'm not here to be a know-it-all. I just want to share my perspective. And what I did was I went out to Amazon and looked for the cheaper option. And what I discovered was the Canku C1140. This is a Stinger. Not quite as long as the blade my buddy showed me, but the sole intended purpose of this little sharp blade is for stinging. I will share with you some of the specs of this just from what I got off of Amazon. You're looking at 7.6 inches in length. I want to put this up close to the camera so you can see it. All together, ring and blade and everything, 7.6. The blade is 3.4. Yeah, a good length for an everyday carry blade. 3.4 inches is the length of the blade. I watched another video on this where a guy was testing the sharpness. I'm not going to do the same in this video, but it did cut paper, it did cut paracord, and it did cut a seatbelt material very easily. So it's sharp. It definitely passes the sharp test, but this is what it's all about. Look at that. That is a penetrating machine right there. It says that it's made with D2 steel and that it's 2.5 millimeters thick. This is about 4.4 ounces, including the Kydex sheath that it comes with, which I'm going to talk more about in just a moment. It has the G10 scales. I went with the black on black option. They make other options. You can get green handle. You can get a silver colored blade. You know, I just went with the black on black. Now, let's look at the sheath that it comes with. You know, it locks in there pretty tight, yet it's not impossible to pull out. Now, I walked around with this last night upside down because it just works well for me. I put it around my belt. My shirt hangs down, you know, right here to about the handle on average, and the ring is typically sticking out, and I can pull the ring pretty quickly. I'll demonstrate that shortly. I know everybody likes to carry their sheath. You can carry it upright, and you can switch it around if you want to. If you want to do it sideways, there's ways you can do that as well. The sheath has got that, you know, option where you can, you know, just click the button and it opens up. You know, not all of my everyday carries have this. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Makes it very easy to work with. Starting to warm up out here a little bit so I can come out of that long sleeves, but I want to show you here, you know, my belt. If I let the ring here, I can pull this thing so easily. I can pull it in this position, okay? Now, you can also hold it like this, just like with any karambit, you know, but the way I pull it, I'm already in this position here. Most definitely do what's best for you. I mean, everybody carries their blades differently. I like to carry mine from the side. I like to be able to pull it from the side, and I can mount it that way. You know, one of the things about everyday carry is just comfort as well. I don't know about you guys or gals who carry a firearm. One of the biggest inconveniences about, you know, carrying a pistol every day is just being comfortable everywhere you go, especially when you sit down. Walking around is not a problem. You know, when you're walking around, you know, you're fine, you're upright, but it's when you sit down. So, you know, with my blade like this, I can just move it around. See, I can pull it this way or that way. If I got it too much right here, when I sit down, you know, that's what happens. Crunches against me. But if I just move it back a little bit, you see that? I can sit down in my car and it's still comfortable. I put that to the test last night. You know, so that's what it's all about with everyday carry, is being comfortable. The hardness is a 59 to 60 HRC according to the site. All right, everyone, that's another everyday carry knife review in the books. I hope you enjoyed this review. There's probably still a lot more to talk about, but you know, this blade's intended purpose is very clear. And I think it's designed in such a way that it can carry out that purpose. And it was 28 bucks. I will put the link for this blade in the description if you're like me and you just like buying a good old blade every now and then. So this is cool. Looking forward to carrying it around in a bad situation. I would love having this because it is a stinger. It is a stinger. I've been just kind of poking it with things. It's like warm butter, and everything you touch it to, it just goes right in. And in a bad enough situation, it would be a great thing to have. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Looking forward to catching you in the next video. I've got some really cool throwing tomahawks that I'm going to be reviewing that I think you'll be very impressed with. Have a good one. And once again, Happy New Year. Take care.